Good morning everybody and welcome back to the vlog. It's not actually the morning, I don't know why I said that, it's 1:10. It is now time to crack on my training after a fairly lazy morning, as per usual on a Friday. On the cards today is some more kilometre repeats. Last week, if you remember, I didn't actually manage to finish the session. I got 4 reps done, but I failed the 5th one halfway and gave up. Although I had 6 reps planned today, my main focus should be just nailing the 5 of them, redeeming myself from last week. Without further ado, time to get my trainers on, get my kit on, and head out the door. I've just got changed into the iconic Bournemouth kit that I sometimes do my running in. Just as I was starting to procrastinate for about 5 minutes, not too long, on Instagram, what popped up was someone's story of them doing quite a tough serbo, and what popped up was them doing quite a tough turbo session followed by a run. And a thought in the back of my mind came up as, if I don't go out, someone else will. And that applies in every situation, in every aspect of life. You know, you've got to do it because if you don't do it, someone else will. And you don't want other people getting the one up on you. And flipping that on its head, a similar person to me in this situation, if they are lacking the motivation and they don't do it, but I'm lacking the motivation and I still do it, I'm getting the one up on them. And so this is something that I sometimes find helpful. It only really works if you're quite competitive, but it's something that sometimes drives me out of bed and drives me to do things I really don't want to do. Before I go, I thought it would be a bit of a meme to wear my I'd rather be cycling socks because running sucks. You know a session is bad when I'm actually feeling nervous about it. I only feel this way like before races or hill climbs or time trials or things like that. I'm visibly feeling my core being slightly anxious and shaky because it is a hard session. And I'm convinced I could run faster if I had better shoes. Like, these shoes are old and very broken, and after running on mud and getting them all muddy and stuff, I just put them on the radiator, they're just breaking. So it is time to get new shoes at some point. But enough of the excuses, enough of the delay. Let's head out the door and I'll see you when I get back. I actually feel sick after that session. That was so hard, especially into the headwind. I was just completely breathing as fast as I possibly could. Legs were burning, and I was at like 340 kilometre pace, which is obviously still fairly fast relative to me. I'm still like 18:35k pace. Obviously I'm only doing it for a kilometre, but into a block headwind, I don't even have the energy to hold my phone up. But in good news, I did manage to do all 5 intervals. Obviously the headwind ones weren't quite up to the pace. Then again, the tailwind ones, I think I did a 3:14. The 5th one was faster than 3:20. I'll have a look at the overall average and pick the camera up and we can talk through the session. But I am overall very pleased with managing to complete the session. Oh, anyway, I think you can tell I need to go and have a shower, eat some food, and have a bit of a lie down. And I'll pick up the camera once more when I'm actually able to talk to you guys without nearly passing out. So I think porridge is fast becoming, firstly, a lot of my lunches, but just my favourite thing to have after going on a bit of exercise. It's got all the nutrients, all the carbs, as I was saying, it's got all the nutrients, the fibre, carbohydrate, protein. Obviously I've got a lot of fruit in there as well, and it just fills me up. So what I've been doing, I know I might have showed you the other day, is just having this frozen fruit. So blueberries, mixed pack of strawberry, mango and pineapple chopped up. Basically means you don't have to defrost them. The oats sort of get infused with the flavour and then it all comes together at the end. I like to make sure I sprinkle these nuts and seeds just to get those micronutrients I would otherwise not be getting. Right guys, so I've just been through the numbers on Strava and Training Peaks, and overall across the 5 efforts my average pace was 3:26, with my fastest kilometre all the way up at 3:14, with my slowest one at 3:40. So that kind of demonstrates the strength of the wind. My heart rate was down quite considerably compared to where it should be for VO2 style intervals. I think I peaked at 181, but that's to be expected with the amount of fatigue that I'm currently carrying from doing all the volume that I'm currently doing. I'm very pleased with today's session, don't get me wrong, but it's just frustrating that the wind stops you from hitting the target pace every single time. I remember doing that first track session, I was able to do 3 at 3:20. Not comfortably, but I could do them. So I reckon running on a track is always going to be the fastest. But regardless, I'm happy of the fact that I was able to push my body today. My legs aren't feeling too bad now afterwards. Anyway guys, that brings another video to a close. Tomorrow morning, hopefully, I'm going to be heading into the sea once more with Ben. We'll have to see how choppy it is. I've got 2 steady rides to do Saturday and Sunday, so we'll have to see what kind of content I can magic out of my hat. Anyway guys, thanks for watching the video, and I'll see you then.